Today, we're diving into a topic that affects all of us, the things you should avoid before going to sleep, and how they can attract poverty into your life. Now, I know that might sound like a bold statement, but let me break it down for you based on my teachings and the incredible power of the mind. Firstly, let's talk about the power of your thoughts. As I often say, thoughts are the language of the brain. Your brain is like a record of the past, reflecting everything you know in your life. If you find yourself feeling the same way every day, it's a clear sign that nothing new is happening, and those emotions are keeping you anchored to the past. Now, if you're familiar with my work, you know that the brain has a remarkable ability to change. Neuroplasticity allows us to reshape our brain based on our experiences and thoughts. So, the fundamental question is, can you believe in a future that you can't see or experience with your senses yet? Can you envision a life that's defined by a vision of the future rather than memories of the past? Let's tie this into our topic, the things you should not do before going to sleep. Before you close your eyes, take a moment to set a clear intention for your future. What would it be like to be healthy, wealthy, or successful? This intention is your vision, your possibility. Write down the details of your dream. Plan it out. The more specific you get, the more your brain begins to work in new ways. Remember, your brain changes when you make it work differently. So, before you go to sleep, fortify your dream with the details and watch how your brain responds. Now, let's talk about emotionally embracing that future reality. It's not just about thinking, it's about feeling. Your feelings are the language of the body. Can you fall in love with that future reality to such a degree that your body begins to believe it's living in that future moment in the present? This is where the magic happens. You're not waiting for success to feel empowered or for wealth to feel abundant. By emotionally embracing your vision before sleep, you're signaling to your body and even to your genes that the experience has already occurred. It's about living in that unknown place, the quantum field of uncertainty where all manifestations come from. Now let's talk about the things you should avoid before sleep. The first one is allowing your mind to wander into the past. If thoughts are the language of the brain and feelings are the language of the body, dwelling on past experiences anchors you to that past. This is where unlearning and relearning come into play. Become conscious of your unconscious thoughts. Notice your automatic habits and behaviors. Be aware of the emotions that keep you anchored to the past. This awareness is crucial because, in order to change, you need to be familiar with your old self so that you don't return to those old habits. Training your mind is the next step. Plan your new behaviors, review them in your mind, and repeat. Remember, nerve cells that fire together wire together. By consistently thinking about new ways of being, you're changing your mind. At the same time, emotionally cultivate the inspiration and joy associated with your vision. The more you repeat this process, the more these states become familiar to you. This process involves breaking the habit of the old self and reinventing a new self. In neuroscience, we talk about pruning synaptic connections and sprouting new ones. It's about conditioning your body to a new mind. And the present moment is the perfect place to create from. Now, let's tie this back to what you should not do before going to sleep. One thing you should avoid is taking your attention away from the present moment. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. If your mind is constantly wandering into the future or the past, you're siphoning energy away from the present moment. Being present is a skill, just like anything else. The more you practice it, the better you get at it. When you're present, you're conserving energy to create with. If your attention is scattered in the past or the future, you're giving away your power to create a new future. Let's delve deeper into the concept of the liberation of energy through the practice of being present. It's crucial to understand that even small victories in this journey of unlearning and relearning can lead to significant changes in your life. When we talk about being present, we're talking about paying attention to the current moment, the now. It might seem like a simple idea, but the impact it can have on your life is immense. Picture it as a series of victories. Each moment you consciously bring your attention back to the present. In the grand scheme of things, these victories, no matter how small, start to accumulate. It's like building blocks that create a foundation for positive change. By settling your body back into the present moment, you are sending a powerful message to yourself, a declaration that you are in control, that you are the master of your mind. This act of settling into the present is a victory in the process of unlearning and relearning. You're rewiring your brain, breaking free from old habits, and paving the way for a new way of thinking and being. It's a step towards creating a future defined by your vision, not your past. As you persist in this practice, something remarkable begins to unfold within you. Your body, which has been accustomed to certain patterns and responses, starts to surrender to a new mind. It's a surrender that leads to the liberation of energy, a profound shift that transcends the physical and extends into the mental and emotional realms. Imagine this process as turning down the volume on negative emotions. The worries, anxieties, and stresses that once dominated your thoughts begin to lose their grip. It's not about suppressing these emotions. It's about understanding that they no longer need to control you. You're dialing down the negative, making space for the positive. Now let's explore the fascinating transition from particle to wave, from matter to energy. In the realm of quantum physics, everything is energy. Your body, in its most basic form, is made up of particles. However, as you engage in the practice of being present, as you liberate energy through positive thoughts and emotions, a transformation occurs. Your body transitions from being a particle, a solid and tangible entity, to becoming a wave, a more fluid and dynamic state. This shift isn't just metaphorical, it's a reflection of the changes happening within you at a cellular level. Your body responds to your new mindset, releasing the constraints of old thought patterns. This transition from matter to energy is where the true magic of healing happens. It's a holistic process that extends beyond the physical body to encompass your mental and emotional well-being. By being present and embracing a new way of thinking, you initiate a cascade of positive changes throughout your entire being. Healing becomes a journey that intertwines with your conscious efforts to be present. It's not just about fixing physical ailments, it's about restoring balance to your mind and emotions. The liberation of energy through this process creates a harmonious alignment within yourself, fostering an environment where health and well-being can flourish. Now let's connect this to the idea that certain actions before sleep can attract poverty. When people heal themselves of anxiety, it's because they've stopped obsessing about some fearful future. When they overcome depression, it's because they've freed themselves from the hopelessness and powerlessness of the past. Before going to sleep, ensure that your mind is not fixated on problems or conditions in your life. Redirect your focus to the present moment and watch how your energy shifts. Remember, where you place your attention determines where your energy goes. I want to touch on the concept of space and time. As we move through space, we experience time. Your awareness, your consciousness moves from one point to another. The present moment is where you forget about yourself, where you become an awareness in the unknown. This unknown is the perfect place to create from. Space is eternal, and time is our experience as we move through it. By being present, you tap into the infinite space within you, opening up possibilities for a new and abundant future.